Then I finally respond because I was annoyed at that point, and I said, "We're not gonna cooperate. We're not gonna collab unless we smash."
And for people that are supposed to be, leading men and teaching men, and showing them how to approach girls, I don't know. It doesn't really speak highly of them. Before we get into these topics, I'm going to need you guys to please like, share, comment, most importantly, subscribe. I was supposed to have started the podcast about 30 minutes ago, but I was busy. Trying to follow up on a story I'd done a few days ago. It was on one of these YouTubers, Fresh and Fit podcast, and unfortunately, they were given a response because I talked about that girl, that Anna Quinn girl, the girl that I felt kind of got bullied, and I was hoping that they would have a good response, So they had done this whole, we're going to go live at 9 and we're going to expose everything. And then they just ended up exposing themselves. They didn't really have a good reason for what they did. They didn't really have a good reason for the way, he approached her and the way he had hopped in her DMs asking her for a collaboration and then demanding sex for that collaboration. And I don't know, it's really disappointing, really, really disappointing. But I'm off that topic. Someone was in the comments, one of my comments the other day, saying something along the lines of, basically, I'm covering this story for clouds, which to me was kind of silly because I'd planned to do a story on the manosphere for a while. I wish I could show you my notes. This manosphere topic, I'd been looking to actually do like a full profile on it. In fact, there were some characters that I was going to touch on within that manosphere and highlight. That Fresh and Fit fiasco came up. I decided, why not? I might as well touch on it now, especially given that these were one of the rising stars of the manosphere, and to see them, suddenly, fall out of favor with so many creators within that sphere. I thought it was an interesting topic, and I thought it was worth covering, but I wasn't doing it for clout. I promise you, there's a whole lot of other topics that I plan to cover. I do think it was very disappointing that they didn't really have a good response for those messages. And
she flexes her money and tries to qualify. Second, she dropped Mike Rasheed's name. Then at that's at 10:17 p.m. Then at 1:08 a.m., she messaged me again saying 75 people voted my approach is inappropriate. Then she messaged me again to say, you should have me on your podcast to teach you how to talk to girls. Then she messages me again, showing me the screenshots with my name blurred out to antagonize me into a response saying that I can expose you, blah, blah, blah. People say, please send this account to us. People in her story were saying that. Then I finally respond because I was annoyed at that point, and I said, we're not gonna cooperate. We're not gonna collab unless we smash. Then I insulted her as a 304, which, you know what? Maybe that wasn't the best way to do it. But at this point, I was frustrated. And I repost what she said, because she said, I can destroy your business, which I read to you guys multiple times. She threatened the business. And then I doubled down. I say, all right, cool. You want to threaten the business? I can play this game too. Post what you want to post. I'm going to repost it. And she wasn't ready for what came with that.
Kind of how they treated the girl. There were some other things that even came up afterwards. Some other scandals, but I'm not even going to get into it. I just think a lot of these guys within this sphere, a lot of them are grifters. That's just the truth. And I would caution anyone that's following. And again, that's not to say, again, I respect the quality of production on some of these podcasts. I respect the way that a lot of these people have been able to grow. Most of them have way more followers than I do. And trust me, these guys are doing something right. I'll tell you that much. But in regards to that particular girl, that girl's story, I mean, that's just poor character and poor judgment. And for people that are supposed to be, leading men and teaching men, and showing them how to approach girls, I don't know, it doesn't really speak highly of them. But it is what it is. Their fans are gonna like them regardless. But I wish them the best. Please like, share, comment, most importantly, subscribe.